We intend to help young men grow in knowledge, in self-awareness, and in awareness of others, in the ability to cooperate and share, to show respect, concern, and compassion.
Hey, get off the grass, damn it. That's what sidewalks are for.
The goal of a Bellarmine education is to form young men who will be committed to making this world a better and more just place to live. We believe that the efforts of each individual can and will make a difference.
Admissions is always a very important process that 8th graders are concerned with. Let's go inside and see how the admissions process works.
So, you agree we ought to take this kid?
Yeah, he's in.
I think he's in. At least maybe that'll get those speech and debate guys off our back.
Well, I hope so.
Who's next?
All right, next up we got Joey Contreras. He's that football player from down Morgan Hill way you were telling me about. Now his test scores aren't so good. He's only 47th percentile on the test. And,
well, let's cut the crap here, Chris. What's the kid's time in the 40?
Well, he does have a letter from his PAL coach. It says he's a 4.740 kid with a 32-inch vertical leap.
4.740.
Yeah.
47 percentile on the test?
Yeah.
So the kid's consistent and 32-inch vertical leap. The guy's got potential for developing, I think.
Potential for, you're absolutely right.
I think this kid's probably a good risk.
Okay, he's in. Michael Likens.
Likens. This guy's on Coach Cunningham's list, I think.
Oh, he is?
He's a switch-hitting power hitter.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I remember now. He's in there. He's on the coach's list.
What did he hit last year?
Last year, lefty, he hit 327 actually, but right-handed he was only hitting 295.
Well, I don't think that's strong enough to warrant.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't know.
No, he's no grades here, but I don't think we need to see the grades. He's not going to cut it. He's not going to cut it. He's out. All right, and all right, we have Mark Natividad here. Mark Natividad. Now, Mark, I don't know. He's got pretty good grades, pretty good test scores. Some letters of rec there, a little sketchy though. So I don't know on this one.
This kid doesn't play anything, does he?
No, I'm just not sure.
I think this might be a time to go to the big decider.
You mean Father Reese?
No, I don't think we need to go to Father Reese anymore. He's in Australia. Let's go to.
You mean even higher?
Even higher.
Oh, is it your turn or mine?
I had the last one. This one's yours.
You're right. All right, my turn. All right, here we go. Let me see. See how I do this time.
Well, that's probably about as good a decision as we could have made then.
That's too bad. That's how the old knife falls sometimes. I guess you know what to do with this guy. He's going in the circular file. Woo! Slam dunk. All right. We need some more of those kids.
We need a few more. That file isn't filled yet.
Speaking of slam dunk kids, let me tell you, Dimitri Kumets here. Can I tell you, 6'5" with a 34-inch vertical leap.
Discipline at Bellarmine is based on one main ingredient, and that is unconditional love. Let's take a look at that policy at work.
Did I tell you to sit down? Stand up. Now, what are you here for?
Littering.
Littering? On this campus? Put out your arm. Understand. You litter again, they'll be calling you Lefty for the rest of your life. Look at me now. Lefty. You understand? Get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Another case of unconditional love here at Bellarmine.
Is another very important part of the Bellarmine experience. And we have one of the best college guidance centers in California. Let's go inside and take a look at this unique experience between college guidance counselor, and a student.
Hi, Brandon. Good to see you.
Hi.
Ready for your senior year?
Yep.
Great. Let's get at those colleges, Brandon. Why don't you tell me your wish list? What are the schools that would really, match you?
Well, I'm really looking at Boston College,
BC, great place.
Harvard, Yale,
Harvard, Yale.
Stanford, Notre Dame.
Oh, great list. Love those schools. Okay. Go Fighting Irish. ND. All right. Now, do you have a favorite of all of those?
I kind of like Harvard and Stanford.
Harvard and Stanford. Me too. I like those too. Now, let's just say we have to have, those are our reach schools, and we also have to look at some safety nets. I just want to just check your file one time more just to make sure that we have some safety nets on this list. And I'll just take a peek at what you've been doing here at Bellarmine. Oh, the SAT scores came back from October, Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon, verbal is 220 and math is 210.
I guess so.
Do you think that's realistic for Harvard and Stanford?
I don't know. That's where I want to go.
Oh, I think we ought to look at other options. Aren't there other things that maybe you would prefer? I mean, you can have college anytime. Uncle Sam really needs a few good men. There's always the Army.
Well, I've always wanted to go to one of these big schools.
Well, maybe that would be for graduate school. Now you might need some time just to do some reading and to explore what it is, maybe a 5th year of senior year. There are some schools that actually have, an extra add-on. Wouldn't that be kind of an exciting thing?
I don't know. I kind of had my mind set on, one of the big schools in the country.
Brandon, I've been doing this for a long time. I want you to listen to me. This is serious. You would be so lucky to have a year off. That's all I can say. Another wonderful counseling experience.
Has one of the finest science labs in the nation. It is extremely high-tech and state-of-the-art. We have experiments that most normal colleges would not even dare to attempt. Let's take a look at one of these experiments taking place.
Gentlemen, today we are working with a very corrosive and dangerous substance that you are currently stirring in your reaction chamber. Be very careful as you stir, because if the substance should make contact with anything outside the reaction chamber, it will produce a highly toxic and poisonous gas. Please stir carefully.
What does he know?
Run for it! Oh my God! That's high school science.
Preparatory has a very sophisticated child prodigy program in foreign language. Let's take a look at how that program works in the area of Spanish.
Cuando todo el mundo haya sido entrevistado, la clase se reunirá de nuevo.
Very good. And what did you think of the magical surrealism in Like Water for Chocolate, Colin?
I like the book.
Muy bien.
Bellarmine has many clubs and organizations, all under its student activities program. The student activities program's main and only fundraiser is the annual magazine drive. Let's hear what some of the students think about the magazine drive.
The magazine drive is a great thing for the school because it really gets the students back behind the school, and it's a great spirit raiser. And I think it really brings some energy and some unity between the students. And Mr. Cunningham does a great job in getting the students behind it. And it's wonderful because it gets the students to gain some money for the school and actually feel like we're doing something for the overall morale of the school. So I think it's a great job. And the best of all thing is that every penny that we earn, we can see because it goes back to student activities. And that's really a good thing. Other things, I mean, it's just wonderful.
Mr. Cunningham's limousine is here.
Who's that for?
Mr. Cunningham? Paul.
Okay, we'll get him. He'll be right out. Athletics is a big part of the Bellarmine experience. Our principal of 16 years, Father Ed Reese, also agrees. Let's hear what he has to say further on this subject.
As principal of Bellarmine, I've always looked for young men of integrity and especially honesty. And this is most especially true in our athletes. Okay, match point. Just out, sorry. Life.
Academics are extremely important at Bellarmine College Prep, and all departments try to coordinate their curricula. Let's take a look today at Mr. Ruth's Geometry Honors class in progress.
So, gentlemen, here on the board we have two parallel lines. They are cut by this transversal, and when that happens, these alternate interior angles formed are equal. Anybody have any questions? Art.
Mr. Ruth, how is this related to science? You're always telling us how math and science are related.
Well, I think I can show you an experiment. Curtis, can I borrow your hat? Yeah. This might look like a vector force. A vector force is a word that we use in physics, and whenever there is a certain force exerted, there has to be an equal reaction. So I'm going to show you an experiment with this baseball hat that Curtis has been so kind to loan me, and I want you to focus on the force as it comes up through my body, up through my head, and out through the hat. This will relate geometry and physics. Are there any other questions? Nick.
Is this going to be on the test, Mr. Ruth?
You're damn right it is.
Theater arts is a major part of Bellarmine College Prep, with 3 major productions a year. This year, there will be a faculty play entitled One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Let's go inside now and hear the final casting being announced.
Hey, gentlemen, first I'd like to thank you for your work. Really, it's great to see so many talented people putting their effort and time in this project, and really looking forward to a great show this year. So, for now, what I'd like to do is just announce who's going to have which parts, and we'll get started on rehearsing tomorrow. First, I want to announce that the role of McMurphy will go to Leo Freitas.
Hey, thanks going, Leo.
And the role of Chief will go to John Amarias.
No, I'm always the chief. You guys always typecast me as the chief. I want to be somebody else, though. I can do other things.
Well, I kind of saw that this would be a part that would be good for you. It just seemed like...
No, I can do some other people. I'm good. Give me a chance.
I don't know how Leo is about this, but well,
why
what
don't you
do
switch him? Switch him.
Boy, that would really
Be
change
creative.
things. Okay, well, I guess the way that I'll explain it is that we'll countercast. We'll go against type. Okay, so we'll kind of create some new things for each of the characters here. Okay,
that's neat.
So I guess we'll do that then. McMurphy, John Amarias, and Chief Leo Freitas. Yay! And Nurse Ratchet. I know this was kind of tough to compete, but Chris has.
He cast us before auditions.
He always gets the girls' parts. You are spoiled sports. Spoiled sports.
I was just glad no women were trying out this way.
Yes.
Always wanted to be me.
Nice going, Leo.
Wooden man.
All right, Leo. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks. You made it great fun.
Aren't you glad that's over?
In more ways than one.
I said it before and I'll say it again. This play was cast before auditions.
Wonder what he tells applicants who don't get accepted.
Campus ministry is an essential part of Bellarmine life. Numerous retreats are offered during the school year for students. There's Senior Kairos, there's Junior Search, there's the Brothers Retreat, there is a Freshman Mentor Retreat, Sophomore Mentor Retreat. Let's take a look at Mr. Pat Taylor and our campus ministry program at work.
Man,
Morning, Mr. Taylor.
how you doing today?
I'd like to meet my mother, Mrs. Pelosi, and I'm young Tony.
How do you do? Pleased to meet you.
I'm
Good
young
to see
Tony
you again.
Pelosi. Do I look any better? Thank you.
Geez, I have to comment on how fine-tuned you are. And you can color coordinated.
Oh,
This
we're
is
a
so,
team.
this, really, the love between a mother and a son is just awesome.
Oh, you're
That's
just so
great.
nice.
Thank you.
Listen, the reason we're here is we'd like to go on the mother-son retreat, but my mother's a little reluctant to go on it until she finds out some of the particulars that are needed. So
Okay.
could you please help out, Mr. Taylor?
Sure, sure. You know, just your pretty standard retreat. There's opportunity for reflection, some private time, music, Bible study, some group discussion.
No way, no way. I want something exciting. I want cocktails, poker, keno. Let's have something that's exciting and fun. That's what I'm here for. I've had enough of the other.
Well, I think the ever flexible campus ministry program could work something out for you.
Good.
See, I told your mom, this will be a
See?
lot of fun. I'm glad we're going
Great.
together.
I'm so glad.
I'm so happy I can help you.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor, so
Thank
very
you.
much.
yay.
Thank you.
We'll see you
Great.
soon.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have to get back to class. Mr. Ward has a fine class, and I want to get back to it. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. See you soon.
We will now conclude our visit to Bellarmine with a few words by our former and current president.
Thank you very much for joining us on the Bellarmine campus today. I hope you've had a good visit. I want to tell you how grateful I am for Father Jerry Wade and his 14 years of dedicated leadership, his integrity, his honesty and forthrightness. He's a man of vision and kindness. It is going to be difficult to follow in his footsteps, but Jerry, I will do the best I can with your help and your guidance. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Bill. I think you're going to do a wonderful, wonderful job, and I wish you the very, very best at everything.
Thank you. Let's go off to the President's Club dinner.
I'll join you.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is Bicycle 95.7 KKH Drive.
Now, aren't you glad this stupid thing is really over?
That's all, folks.